Then you have the right to ask for the floor. Mr. De Graaff.
President, last year an illegal Afghan was detained for rape and murder, a 19-year-old girl who was in the prime of her life. She was working actively for the reception of migrants, and she was the daughter of an EU official. It could have been your daughter, she could have been my daughter. Politicians and the media talk about this as an incident, but in Germany there have been many rapes, thefts, perpetrations of violence, and many of them by illegal immigrants. This Commission is refusing to recognise that there's a structural problem here. There are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of incidents such as this, but you were never actually prepared to concede that this is a structural problem. These illegal immigrants are convinced that they have a right to come to our countries and, if they so wish, to rape our women and our children. Yes, our children, because women and children, even at the age of 5 or 10, have been murdered, they have been raped, and you are refusing to recognise that you are in part responsible for allowing this to happen, because you won't recognise that we need a structural solution to migration in our countries and our cities. Nothing has been done to stop these illegal immigrants. You're working with a dictator in Turkey. You're working effectively with people who represent Al-Qaeda and Al-Nusra, the murderers in Homs, in Mosul, and way beyond that. You are largely responsible, and this is the message which will come out of the Council this week. It's high time we had proper borders. We sent illegal migrants back. We stopped Islamisation of Europe, and we stopped negotiations with Turkey, which should never have been started. Thank you.
Herr De Graaff.
Now, Mr. De Graaff. Oh, Mr. Verhofstadt. Mr. De Graaff, I just have a request for you. To say that migrants or refugees are systematically carrying out rapes. Well, I think after what we heard yesterday from 2 migrants who were systematically raped, then I think it's a shame and a scandal. You bring shame upon the European Parliament for what you said.
Sie haben eine Frage.
Mrs. Voutmans, you have a question.
A microphone for the speaker.
Meneer De Graaff, uw
Mr. De Graaff, your statements are absolutely intolerable. They have no place in this House. Europe stands up for the rights of women, for the rights of every citizen. Your statements are nothing short of racism, pure racism. You're treating all the migrants as if they are one and the same. You're talking about people murdering and raping women and children. This is absolutely sickening speech. And President, I'd ask for this to be deleted from the minutes. This is absolutely not worthy of the European Parliament, this type of speech. President, that didn't sound like a question to me. It was a comment. Now, one hears many comments. People saying, for example, that this Parliament stands up for the rights of women and children in Europe. Well, I think, Madam, that we need actions, and I'm not aware that I've seen you doing anything for the women who are the victims in our cities of all these illegal migrants.